Nigeria's Central Bank Governor Doyin Okupe has again failed to appear before members of the House of Representatives. In another letter sent to the House and read by Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila, the CBN Governor informed the Parliament he was still not back in Nigeria and so could not honor its invitation. National Assembly correspondent Joke Adisa reports that the House has re-invited the CBN Governor for Thursday.
The latest cashless policy of the Central Bank of Nigeria remains a topical issue among the citizens. While some stakeholders applaud the policy as a step in the right direction, many others have critiqued the initiative as insensitive to the common man. As representatives of the people, many of the legislators here belong to the second school of thought. This explained the rationale behind a motion for the suspension of the policy until the CBN governor comes before the House to address grey areas. Godwin Emefiele was billed to be on the floor of the House last Thursday, but he wrote to inform the lawmakers he was on an official trip with President Muhammadu Buhari. He assured the House of his availability this Tuesday. But at Tuesday's plenary, another letter indicating he was still outside the country was read by the Speaker.
Regrettably, the governor is unavailable to brief the House of Representatives at this time because he has other pre-scheduled official engagements he is currently addressing abroad.
The letter drew the anger of some of the members.
You are coming together with a policy that is commencing just next week or 2 weeks. I believe coming back to address some of these daunting challenges is quite imperative than any other things we are doing.
I would just want to appeal to the members of the House with the Speaker to go about giving a new date.
Whether he comes or he doesn't come, we have passed a resolution asking him to suspend, and Senate has concurred. So what we should be looking at is to see whether he will disregard the both chambers' resolution.
The Speaker gives the verdict.
We should resolve to invite the CBN governor to brief this House on Thursday morning. And if for any reason it is verified that he is unavoidably out of the country on Thursday, that he asks his deputy governor or anyone who is well equipped to fully brief this House so that we do not carry this thing until next year.
The House agreed that whether or not the CBN governor honors its invitation on Thursday, which happens to be its last day of sitting for the year, the motion suspending the controversial policy subsists. Joke Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.
The presidential candidate of the APC says if elected, his administration will maximize the potential and assets of the country to develop and grow Nigeria's economy. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu made this known during a town hall meeting in Calabar as part of campaigns ahead of the presidential election. Olawakon has details.
This cultural display is to welcome the presidential candidate of the APC and his campaign team to Calabar, the capital city of Cross River State. And here he alights from the plane to continue with his message of renewed hope to the people of Cross River. And he is received by Governor Ben Ayade and some APC chieftains in the state. Asiwaju Tinubu was ushered to see the colorful display by the ladies of Cross River. At the cultural center, the arrangement was more than a town hall meeting as the APC presidential candidate walks in. The host governor, Professor Ben Ayade, and others spoke passionately about the mission of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu to renew the hope of Nigerians.
According to the works of your prophet and God, Matiogo Ngigi, and all the great African playwrights, they said Africans speak from their stomach. They are greedy. They are unable to govern themselves. And that's why everybody in position only tries to steal and garbage. And that's why in material nature, they are constructed with big fingers and big fat nose to be able to grab and accumulate. You have to change the story. The narrative will change. Africa has to tell her story from Tinubu's administration in the next 8 years.
After a display to show the cultural diversity of the people of Cross River, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu climbed the stage to make a practical statement of unifying two APC stalwarts in the state, Senator Owan Eno and Barrister Mary Ekperieta. Asiwaju Tinubu promised to work with the government of the state to maximize the potential of Cross River to the development of the state and the country at large.
We come to make a promise to work with the governors to easily link the seaport to the northern part of Nigeria to evacuate goods, fabricate items. We can think beyond the hole and cutlass. We can mechanize our farms. I want to also know.
Questions were asked and Asiwaju Bola Tinubu gave answers to the satisfaction of the audience.
We can turn that deep seaport to a fabrication, engineering center and making a deep critical value addition for Cross River.
At this town hall meeting in the state dubbed the People's Paradise, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, who had his team members as panelists, presented himself as a presidential candidate who can answer any question geared towards the development of the country. Ola Awakon, TVC News, Calabar.
Gubernatorial candidate of the Accord Party in Oyo State, Adedayo Adelabu, has hinted that the party may align with other parties to boost its chances of victory in 2023. The party's governorship flag bearer disclosed this while speaking with newsmen in Ibadan. Olaide Oyewole has details.
By March 2023, the governorship election will hold across many states in Nigeria as scheduled by the Independent National Electoral Commission. In southwest Nigeria, Oyo State remains one of the states to look out for, as no fewer than 15 political parties are contesting for who occupies the government house come 2023. Now, candidate of one of the major contending parties in the state, Accord, says the possibility of forming a coalition with others may arise to increase the party's chances of victory at the polls.
So, I see coalition partners coming together against the incumbent. I see it. If the coalition is going to be against the incumbent, I'm going to use a number of empirical factors or variables. We have high hopes that Accord candidates will be the lead coalition partner.
The former deputy governor of Central Bank believes he has all it takes to turn things around for the state.
This is our manifesto. I won't go into too much of details, but the acronym is SERVICE. It's a 7-point agenda, and I believe governance is about service. Service is security of life and property, which is the basic for governance. Excellent education system. You can see that we're in the lowest part of the ladder. That's the third position out of 36. 63% of secondary schools disqualified from taking exams. In Oyo State, the pay-setter state is not acceptable.
Adebayo Adelabu had defected from the All Progressives Congress on the account that Teslim Folarin allegedly hijacked the party's structure. Now he is pitching his tent with the Accord as another platform to contest for the position of the governor of Oyo State. Olaide Oyewole, TVC News, Ibadan.
The Director General of the Labour Party Campaign Council, Doyin Okupe, has resigned his position. This development was contained in a letter he addressed to the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi on Tuesday. Sharing the letter on his official Twitter handle, Okupe wrote, quote, "It's time to step aside, but I am with PO and the obedience and the presidential campaign still. God gives us victory in Jesus' name." End quote. Okupe's resignation followed his conviction for breaching the Money Laundering Act by a federal high court sitting in Abuja on Monday. The Labour Party chieftain, who was formerly a member of the People's Democratic Party, was subsequently sentenced to 2.5 years in prison, for which he paid a fine.